What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I couldn't wrestle my contact lenses in today, hence the glasses, the seriously old and bent framed glasses. The reason I couldn't put my contacts in was because I stabbed myself in the eye yesterday with a mascara wand. Like, to the point where my eye was totally red and gross and ugh. So I took my contacts out. They have not gone back in yet. Hopefully tomorrow. I need a new pair. Anyway, so that's why we're dealing with the glasses and the smexy bathrobe, is just because I'm wearing my bathrobe. I haven't gotten dressed yet. Okay, today I'm going to be doing not one, but two videos. I have a micro haul to talk about from yesterday, and then I have a giant ColourPop shipment that, according to the US Postal Service, should be here in a couple hours. Fingers crossed, and then we're going to have a big swatching party with that. So without further ado, let's get started. I have hard candy and I have Physicians Formula. Actually, one more bit of ado. Let's talk about why I bought these. So these are 4 utterly impulse purchases, okay? What happened was yesterday, I got a new car about 4 months ago, and I needed to give my old car away because it was a piece of crap, and it could drive technically, but it was like, it could drive, but you never knew if you were going to make it back home. So I donated it to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation because my husband has type 1 diabetes. Anyway, so the dude came to pick it up yesterday, and I was feeling a little bit sad and nostalgic because I had had that car for 10 years. I've been through a lot of that car. So I thought, I gotta go pick up cat food anyway. Let's buy some makeup while I'm at it. And that's what I did. Now, fortunately, 3 of the 4 things that I bought turned out pretty good, and one of them stinks. So let's talk about that one first. This is the Stinkerino right here. This is the Hard Candy Stay in Line mechanical gel eyeliner in white, right? It's a mechanical eyeliner, and you have your little smudgy Lulu back there. This, I bought it because I wanted something for my waterline, and the packaging showed an eye with a white waterline. So what do you know? I thought, I'll put this on my waterline, and then Hard Candy was like, no you won't. Check this out. Check this out. Okay? Can you see anything that's coming out of there? Like, maybe barely, you can see a little bit, but I'm like digging it into my hand. You can see it skipping all over my hand. And then there's really nothing there. Like, it's chalky. You can see there's some shimmer to it, but I am not putting this anywhere near my waterline. If I had to do that to my hand, I'm not messing with my eyes. I already stabbed myself in the eye yesterday with a freaking mascara wand. So the only redeeming thing about this is I can probably use it right under my eyebrow, like after I clean it up with concealer, to maybe give it a little bit of a pearlescence. I have a million eyeshadows I could also do that with, but I'm just trying to find something to like about this, because honestly, this is the worst white pencil I've ever tried. I know that the MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl is like the one that everyone says you should use for your waterline, and I love that one, but I'm out of it right now because I loved it, so I used it. That's how those things work. But it looks like I'm going to have to be going back to MAC because this is just not cool at all. Moving on. So, you know, I love the Hard Candy bronzers, right? I've got Tiki and I've got Tropic. So I use this as an illuminator. This one is a bronzer. Well, I finally broke down and I bought the, what are they calling this? The Contouring Face Trio in 3 times a charm. Sorry, I'm blinding you with that. It's like lens flare time. Let's open it up so that your eyes don't get fried. This is not technically a bronzer, but it was sold right next to the bronzer, so there you go. Anyway, so you get this kind of trifecta of colors going on here. You have a blush, you have kind of a bronzer type deal, and then you have a highlighter or an illuminizer over here. The reason I hadn't bought this before, this was $9 by the way, the reason I hadn't bought it before was because of the illuminizer. It looked very chunky to me. Let's see if I can get my camera to behave so you can see it. Yeah, can you see that? It's a little glittery for my own personal preference there. Of course, it's not going to focus. My webcam is kind of having a temper tantrum right now, so I don't know if you can really see how glittery it is, but it is pretty. It's slightly chunky. It's not terrible, but it's just more like, I would probably use these shades individually. Like, I'm wearing the blush right now, actually, and it's a very decent, it's like a dusky coral kind of blush, you know, good for daytime. It's fine. I don't really have any problems with it. If I were to use this, the whole compact at once, I would apply it probably with this, and it would be more for a nighttime look when a little bit of glitter doesn't bother me so much. Okay, are you ready to see the world's weirdest packaging? I mean, I've seen some weird packaging, but this is weird packaging. Get ready for... You ready for this? Highlighting sunglasses! Look at me! Right? That's what it looks like. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the safety goggles that they have in the Willy Wonka movies in like the TV room, you know, where Mike TV gets shrunk down and it, like, I don't know why it reminds me of that, but it does. What in the heck is up with this packaging? It's like, is it supposed to be like a molecule or something? I don't, a figure eight, a gingerbread woman? It looks like the Venus of Willendorf, kind of. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, this is the Illuminating Duo in Twinkle Star, also by Hard Candy. And there are no individual shade names, so I don't know if it's like Twinkle and Star. I don't know. They're not helping me out here. But anyway, this is what Hard Candy says about this. Twinkle Star is an opalescent pearl powder duo that brightens the complexion with soft focus pearls to blur imperfections and create a soft, radiant, candlelit glow. So basically, you rub it on your face and you look pretty. Okay, so you open it up, and again, you have to open both shades up at once. And you get this ridiculous mirror, which is tiny. It's like half the size of a stick of gum, and there was a little brush in here, and I was so offended by the brush that I threw it like this. It's back there somewhere. I'm not even gonna go get it because it was one of those, like, you know how the brushes that come with these are always bad? Well, this was like the worst of the worst. But anyway, the shades themselves, once you get past my packaging snark, are very pretty. And this one here is it's like a very, very light golden beige, and this one is like a peachy apricot shade. I'm wearing the lighter of the two as my highlighter right now, and so for daytime wear, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, there's no huge glitter particles, there's no giant fallout. However, speaking of fallout, when I first opened this, there was a ton of fallout that just like was hiding underneath the rim here. And I was like, what? I had to roll down my car window and blow it out because that's how much there was. Now, you can see these are baked, okay? And the production quality on the assembly is very bad. Because watch what happens. I turn it upside down, and look, the darker shade just fell out. So you wind up with, like, there's kind of the rest of it there. And because the plastic tile that it was adhered to didn't come out, I can't even glue it back in because I don't want to get glue on the product itself. So get back in there. Don't break. Get back in there. Okay. The other unit carton that they had of this darker shade was shattered. And now I know why. It's probably the same thing. So the manufacturing quality of the packaging is not good at all, but the actual products inside are quite decent. Last item for this haul is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now, this has a serious cult following. And I always wondered what the hype was. I was like, butter bronzer, that sounds weird. Is it a cream? Is it a powder? And I happened to see it at Walmart yesterday. I haven't seen it there before, but they had two of them. And this one is in the lighter shade. It's called Light Bronzer. There's the darker one is just called Bronzer. Anyway, it comes in this seriously neon, tropical looking compact. And you open it up, and there is your bronzer. This is a powder, despite the name. And then you open, you flip this up, and you get the mirror and the world's weirdest applicator. What the heck is this? It's not a brush. Look, it's like made out of like neoprene wetsuit material. It reminds me of like a platypus foot. It's like, let me sing you the song of my people. Like, what is this? I don't even know. So I wound up applying it with this, and it worked great. Now let's talk about the actual product. By the way, this was $13.95, and you get 0.38 ounces of product. Now, Physicians Formula, is one of the more expensive drugstore level brands, so I wasn't totally surprised at the price. For an impulse purchase, it's kind of expensive, but it'll last me for a good long time. Now, this is just a terrific product. It's matte, but it's not matte like gonna make you look dull matte. It just has a very buttery, smooth, I wish you could feel this, consistency. And the fragrance, this is why people really lose their minds over this product, because the fragrance is so strong. I could smell it outside of the box. I was like, oh yeah, they say this smells. And I was in the store. They probably thought I was weird. I mean, I am weird, but. And I was like sniffing the box, and you can smell it. This smells like the beach. It smells like coconut, pineapple, tropical stuff. So when I say beach, I mean good beach, not like seaweed and dead fish beach. It smells like good beach. But it is a seriously strong fragrance. So if you do not like the smell of coconut, you're gonna have some issues with this. My husband hates coconut. So this morning before he left for work, I had just put this on, and I was like, Andrew, come here. I was like, I need you to smell my face. And he was like, you just told me to smell your eyebrows 2 days ago. What's up with that? I was like, just smell my face and tell me if I smell like coconut. And he said I didn't, but he also had just brushed his teeth, so there was like a mint situation going on. When I swatch this with my fingers and then I rub it in, and I can definitely still smell it, but I like the scent. So if you are looking for an amazing, high quality, matte, kind of satiny bronzer that it has a whole bunch of different like tropical oils in it that are supposed to make it slip over your skin and kind of adhere to your skin without breaking you out, check this out. I am in love with it. I totally get the hype. And if you're darker than I am, I mean, almost everybody is, but if you're like substantially darker than I am, you might like the darker shade. But what I appreciate about this is it's light enough for people like me, but you could also build the color up so that it gives you more of a glow. So it's a very buildable, flexible product. And even if you have to put a lot of it on, it's not going to look cakey. And I think that's kind of the oil in there. It's not chalky at all. It's really is buttery. It is butter bronzer. I get it. And the smell. Oh, the smell. It smells like a pina colada. It really does. And not in the cloying and awful artificial way. Like, it honestly smells like a pina colada. I want a pina colada. Okay, guys, that is all for me for this morning. I am going to go wait pathetically by the window until my mail guy shows up with my giant ColourPop haul. Then I will be back and we will have us some swatching. So in the meantime, thank you so much for watching and for spending some of your time with me today. I appreciate each of you so much and for all of the lovely comments that you've been leaving. It really does mean a lot to me. I do read them and I'm doing my best to respond to them and hit the like button and stuff. But regardless of if I fall behind on that, I do read them and it does make me smile. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for doing that. If you are not already subscribed, I would love to have you on board the Chuckle Bus. So hit the subscribe button up there or down there. Pick your direction, click the button, and I will see you guys real soon with my gigantic ColourPop haul. Bye, guys.